Good morning to Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and of course Rudolph.
Wow,
and Cindy, our director.
Look at you.
That's all the reindeers. All the ones that have ever been named. Hey guys, you're watching the Today in AZ After Show. As we load up our Facebook Live, we want to know how you're doing this morning. Are you ready for Christmas time?
Yes. I love Christmas time. I'm finally on the radio stations that play the Christmas music all the time. I've left it instead of, changing it really.
I was on them in October.
Were you?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Starting
love
early.
it?
If I'm doing
I wait
Christmas
until after
stuff,
Thanksgiving.
I have to have a soundtrack. Whether it's shopping or wrapping or decorating, I got to put the music on. I got to get in the mood. It's a vibe.
Favorite singer that does a Christmas album?
I got it.
Or who
I do
does
the
a
Charlie
Christmas
Brown on Pandora. I do
Classic.
the Charlie Brown.
My Pandora mix is Frank Sinatra Classic Christmas.
Ooh.
Everything in that. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
That's really going to get us in the
Set
mood.
the mood.
Yeah.
Is that scented?
Oh, yeah.
Sprinklers.
Are we going
in
to get in
here.
trouble?
Peppermint.
Shh,
No,
this is on the internet. Nobody knows.
I'm not going to get in trouble.
Oh, that's very festive.
I need to center this.
Wouldn't have done that, but whatever. It's cool. We got a lot to talk about today, guys, but I want to start with story time. Can we do a little story time?
Yeah.
Hey, producer Jeff, idea for a new segment, a graphic that just says story time, and it's when one of us kind of goes on a tangent and just tells a long, boring story.
Like
Are you
Paul
going to
does
share what
every
you
day?
just
like
showed
that?
us?
Yes, go.
Are you going to share what you
Oh,
just showed us?
no, but I will
Oh.
post that to my Facebook later. Today is the anniversary of my college graduation, and I walked on crutches. Because my mom made me. She was like, you're only going to get to walk. That's not what my mom sounds like. But she was like, you only get to walk once, so I don't care that you're in crutches. You have to walk.
2 years ago.
Well,
That went by like that.
yeah, right. Been a long 2 years. So story time, real fast. So you reminded me of this because of the Christmas music talk. So I live in a tower apartment. It's a tall building. And they play Christmas music in like the elevator area this time of year. It's like 24/7. They've got music on all the time.
That's great.
And then they just sort of started alternating with like top 40 music. And so like I go there expecting a little drummer boy and I get like Kesha. I don't even know a Kesha song.
Kind of the same thing.
But you're just like a little disappointed. Anyway,
love
that's not
Kesha.
the story. The
Kesha's
story
good.
yesterday, I go downstairs to work out. Humble brag. I did go to the gym yesterday. The elevator's not working. I live on the 20th floor. I'm 200 feet up. This is a sign I'm not going to work out, right? Well, no. Okay, you're going to work out. So I walk down the 40 flights of stairs, because it's 2 per level, to go all the way downstairs to go work out. I'm like, I'm going to be gone for like an hour and a half. There's no way that the elevators are still down an hour and a half from now. I get back. I think you know where this is going. I get back an hour and a half later. The elevators are still down. There's like 30 people standing in my lobby like, I ain't climbing the stairs. I had to do 40 flights of stairs yesterday afterwards to get back
After a
upstairs.
workout.
After a workout.
That's
And you
awesome.
still didn't eat a cookie this morning.
I didn't, but we're having a cookie party
Tomorrow.
here on 12 News tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Speaking
eat
of, you
lots
guys
cookies.
baking your cookies, buying them?
Yes, I am baking my Funfetti cookies. They're huge fans in the newsroom, so I've gotten some positive feedback, so I will be making those. You heard it here first. They'll be in the station tomorrow.
Vanessa's making her special brownies. Magic brownies. I don't know what she puts
They make
in
me
them.
go to sleep
I'm
every
always,
time. Yeah,
but puts me in
You're
a great
really
mood.
tired.
Yeah, and my knee always gets better, and my vision.
They're kidding. They're kidding. Gosh, guys. Normally I do make
those
rum
lights
cake
were up
though, but
there.
since
Secret
it's
family
cookies,
recipe. Yeah.
I won't do the rum cake since we're doing cookies. But I might get the dough that's already pre-made and just slab it
That's
on the...
great.
I
know
went.
what?
I went and
So
bought
good.
some JQ. I can't do it.
I have some from the boss. Bought me some for my birthday.
Yeah,
We already
throw
ate
them on a
half of
plate.
it.
You're good to
So
go.
I'm gonna put them in a plate.
Which is Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
The big day.
Yeah.
Can't wait to be the big 5-0 again.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty
that's
soon
how
I'm
it
going to be
works.
saying that. I'm going to be saying that when I'm in my
You just stay
60s.
fit.
You know what? You look
Forever.
great.
Thank you.
So, listen.
I'll own it.
You got a new haircut too?
Thank you. I get the Paul special. I said I want the Gurky
Our
number
fresh
7.
haircut.
They put that
Gurky
sucker right
number
in there,
7.
man. But he's got that pointy face.
Oh
He
my
looks
gosh,
great.
look what you... See what you started.
I know. I'm upsetting the people. Oh, you mean the edibles comment? Yeah. Well, brownies are brownies. Adriana, don't worry. Emma's okay. She's enjoying some much-deserved time away from the office. She'll be back next week. You guys may have been responding already to our talker topic this morning. Let's dive into it, shall we? So here's the impetus for this story. New report comes out, says millennials hate talking on the phone. No duh. 81% in this bank, I think it's Bank MyCell is the name of the company that did the survey. 81% of millennials say they have to work up the courage to make a phone call which is so weird. So millennials just avoiding picking up the phone. They give a whole bunch of reasons for it. They say it's time consuming, people are whining on the phone, you get tricked into going to things you don't want to go to, you can avoid doing people a favor if you never answer the phone, dodging confrontation, etc. So we asked you, are you afraid of answering the phone? do you not want to actually talk on this device?
Joyce says she can't remember the last time. She despises talking and would much rather text. I think you're not alone on that one, Joyce.
Alexander's got a great point, and I said this earlier on Today in AZ. He says only scammers use phones. Trust no one. You know, that's a little tongue-in-cheek, I think, but you have a point. Like, I feel like most of the phone calls I get are scam calls.
Right, and it's getting irritating. Like, it's enough already.
Yeah, but at least sometimes when you get receive the phone call, does it say most likely a scam or most
Sometimes
likely
it does that, yeah. That's how I save all my ex-girlfriends in my phone. Scam likely.
my
my
God.
on-again, off-again relationship with Scam likely. Let me tell you.
God. Chrissy said just called someone about 5 minutes ago, and then she had to tune into us, so she had to get off the phone call.
Eileen says, call your mother.
I
You
agree.
should call your
should
mother.
always call your
Even
mother.
better, call your grandmother. Tell her you're thinking of her.
Yes.
So I won't, on the norm, I don't use the phone like if I'm at my house, but you know when I tend to make a lot of my phone calls while I'm driving because I have the speaker. You know,
Yeah,
the Bluetooth
the
speaker. So,
hands-free.
yeah, the hands-free. So that's what I do. That's when I make most of my phone calls. It's just easy.
And
but then I notice when I'm at home, I don't like to make my phone calls or use the phone.
Well, because you're usually trying to do something else.
Yeah.
I find that it's hard to multitask when you're, oh boy, but if you get the hands-free Bluetooth, I've had hours-long fights and arguments because you're just like
Doing
cleaning
dishes
the house
and-
and doing the dishes.
No, I'm never talking to you again.
can argue all day. No, that was in my past.
Of course.
Rob
You and
Johnson.
Scam likely.
Scam likely.
Rob Johnson's watching us. We do a lot of PR work with him. He says he's going to call me now.
Oh, my boy
Okay.
Rob. Yeah.
Block.
Yeah. See you
I love
later.
it. It's out of love, Rob.
Yeah, I
Just
block
text
you out
me,
of love.
Rob.
Thank my
Sally
salad.
says, no problems talking on the phone, but if caller ID isn't a known contact, I decline the call.
As you should. You
Yeah.
should not. I learned this a long time ago, and we all have newsroom desk phones on our desks
Yeah.
in our cubicles. Don't ever answer the phone.
I never do.
Don't ever answer the phone.
I got about this much dust on mine.
Yeah.
Mine never even rings. Nobody
Yeah.
calls me
I've never
down
set
here.
up my voicemail. I don't know how to check it. I have no desire to. If someone needs to get a hold of me, they have a million different ways
Yeah.
besides calling that desk phone. Do not answer
Even
the phone.
Facebook,
You
because
know
it's some
what's weird?
stranger calling in, asking the front desk to patch them through to us.
Right, and for however this is set up, I'll get an email that says that I've missed a call to my desk phone, and I'm just.
Oh, yours is set up
Really?
then. Mine's not. I don't get
Set
that stuff.
up.
But
Well, you have the work phone, too. I don't have a work phone.
You should just email us because that's the best way to get in touch with us for a story idea or to tell us this is not a newsworthy topic. We see a lot of this is a weird issue. Well, it's a talker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here we are talking about it and exchanging comments with the viewers. It is a weird issue, but
If
a lot
this
of
is
people
a
don't
good
talk
one.
on the
This is a
phone.
good topic.
81% from this particular survey, which is not Bank My Salad. It's Bank My Cell, apparently.
Yes. Did I say
Said-
salad?
No, but
Oh, okay.
someone misunderstood you. So, and Bank My Cell.
Sorry.
Joel, I like you, man. You're very angry, very passionate. Throw it in
Jimmy
there.
likes an angry man.
Joel also said earlier, he says, just get to the story, because we were
Oh,
talking
I know.
too
Sorry to
much.
waste your time, Joel. You can click the X anytime. Real quick, if this is your first time watching the Today in AZ After Show, this is not a news program. We talk about social stuff and share stories and
Trending topics.
and we want to share your stories too. Like, so if you have something like good news, bad news, something you want to talk about, like we're all looking at the comments right now. So that's kind of how the show
I
functions.
dare you to criticize my hair. Anyone.
Look at Sally says, nobody's going to criticize that lovely piece. All right.
Cost a lot of money.
Sally says, no problem talking on the phone, but if the caller ID is an unknown contact, she declines, which I think a lot of us get on board with that too. If we don't know who it is. Now, if it's mom with the heart next to it,
Yeah.
and the emoji, and then it's like,
I'm going to shift gears just a tad, just a slip. I'm the same way with the front door. Nobody should be knocking at that front door. I don't care if you hear
Not
a
answering.
loud thud.
Not answering.
Yeah.
And,
Not
and
answering.
don't come to
She
my
doesn't wanna
door.
get served
if there's,
again.
if there's, I did get served. that was
Well
private.
played. Well
that
played.
was private.
And by served, she means a dance troupe showed up and put him in his place.
God.
Oh, I got served.
No, seriously, she knocked at the door. I got served for a ticket. And the way they do it, she's like, James. James. I'm like, oh my gosh, my neighbor must help me.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm falling, James,
Here you
help.
go from the court. This is for you. I'm like, oh.
No! You got us. James!
Paradise Valley is about $400 richer.
Mr. Quinwans!
And because I listen to my jerk friends, like, don't pay it, dude. They'll never make you do it.
Man, the government's never going to track you down, pal. You don't have to pay those tickets. It's a scam.
James.
The other ones that come to my door a lot are the people for the solar panels. They're like, do you want to switch your... I'm like, stop. No, I don't want to. And then they try to convince you in every which way that it's a good thing. And I'm like, no, well, your neighbors did it and this person did it and they're saving this much money. I don't care.
I don't even touch it.
We're going off the rails a little bit, but I kind of like where this conversation's going. Let me me posit something to you guys. When you're on the phone, when you do like steal your will to make a phone call to mom or dad or your brothers or sisters or whatever, and then your phone starts blowing up with like texts and alerts and stuff, doesn't it stress you the hell out? Because I'm like, what am I missing? Like something is going on and I'm on the phone.
FOMO.
For the people that like the text bomb. They'll text you like 4 different
Oh, those people.
Yes.
Oh, stop it.
And so you're like, oh my gosh. And then, or you think immediately it's like, oh man, it's my sibling group text and it's probably something funny, but it can wait. And then no, it's like it's
bad text etiquette.
Like, I hate that. It's like, put your whole thought in one text message.
You can get 2, maybe 2.
Yes. Not one right after there. One after another. It's like drives me bananas.
That's the beauty of a text versus a tweet. You don't have to limit your character usage. You can just go all day and write that novel.
Yeah.
Just write it.
I got a buddy. His name is Mackenzie King. He's a really nice guy, real smart kid. Works at a TV station in New York City, actually. And he is the worst person I've ever met when it comes to text etiquette.
Yeah. Really?
It is, hey man, send. What you up to? Send.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. Send. You want to do this? Send. And it's like, stop. That's too much. I don't need 7 alerts for you to ask me a simple question.
Or on the other end, those people that write a long story. Like, okay, this is a text message. Don't write me a long story, like huge, where I'm just
You
like,
want him to call you instead?
Wow. Just break, something short, simple.
How about when you write something?
Just leave me alone.
You write something really personal to something. I had a tough day, Rachel. Things were, but I think it's going to be great. I can't wait for this weekend. And you send back thumbs up.
Thumbs up is the conversation killer.
The thumbs up, folks, is the equivalent of the middle finger, in my opinion.
It is.
Paul and I said that the other day. It's the middle finger. I write, don't give me a thumbs up.
I'll say that. As soon as someone is texting back with responses only in emojis, that's when the conversation's over.
Like,
they're
smiley
over it.
face. Like,
Yeah.
great. My grandma does the thumbs up thing, but I love it. Like, she's probably watching the show. She watches this show a lot. Darlene, love you. I actually really like this about you, Grandma, is that when you're done with a conversation, you get the thumbs up and you know it's over. There's not going to be like, oh, one more thing, or like, hey, can we... No, Grandma gives you the thumbs up. That's it. You don't have to worry about another alert.
You know what? I love this. Jack said the art of conversations like cursive writing are dead. Like cursive writing, they're both dead.
Yeah.
People don't like to talk. People don't like to do cursive writing anymore.
Joel said he was joking, by the way, and he watches the Cardinal show, so I feel bad for riding him a little bit. We're just joking, too, Joel. We're trying to have some fun on the show.
And now that's the difference in a phone call versus a text or a comment.
That's true.
It's hard for us to gauge your energy and your response and your vibe through the comment section, so bear with us.
There's no sarcasm font. That's the problem with texting. You don't know when people are full of it.
That would be great to do the italics for sarcasm.
I agree.
That mine would all be italicized.
How many times have you had to explain in a text to somebody like, that's not what I meant, I was just kidding.
Listen, we're not friends anymore.
I was being tongue-in-cheek.
There's a Keel and Peele that's a skit on that.
Yeah.
And they're texting back and forth, and Keel wants to kill Peele. He's like, what? He says, well, why don't we just go? And he's like, it's on. It's on. He shows up at the bar with a baseball bat, and Keel and Peele looks at him and says, hey, I got you a drink. He's like, oh, puts the bat down.
Yeah, but it's just a misunderstanding
but they're
because
going back
there's no
and forth.
context in a text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Oh, real quick, we got Dave Lozano is watching. He was the weekend anchor at KRIS TV in Corpus Christi. She worked at KRIS, Dave. I worked at KRIS.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Wait, I didn't see
weekend anchor, Dave.
Oh, he's
Lozano.
watching.
Yeah, he's watching. Dave.
Hey.
Shout out,
Speaking
man.
of the phone stuff, do you guys check your voicemails?
No.
Yeah. If I get a voicemail, it's probably something serious. Someone's dead.
Here, I'll say this.
Don't leave me a voicemail unless there's an emergency.
Exactly, me too.
Now, here's the difference. So I don't pick up the phone to unknown numbers, but I'll listen to those voicemails where I won't listen to voicemails from my mom and people in my family.
You just call them back.
Hey, sweetie, it's Mom. I'm just calling to see if you're asleep, taking a nap.
Still
I
a
didn't wanna wake you
size
up.
7. I didn't want to wake you up. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Shoes. Not dress. I would never insult a woman.
Well, those come in even sizes.
I was going to say it's
typically,
not a 7 anyway.
It's a hard 8.
She's dodging bullets there.
Raymond said he actually made a phone call. He called a cab back in 1985.
Wow.
That's good there.
That's a good call.
I like how he specified because he didn't call an Uber back in the 80s.
Oh, no way, man.
Well, you could have called an Uber, but you wouldn't have gotten one.
You would have gotten something else.
Back in the 80s, we just drove.
Gina's a good daughter.
Yeah,
she says, I call my mom at least 4 times a week. I have phone conversations on a daily basis that have nothing to do with work. And we had people that texted Team 12 this morning about this and said, I love talking on the phone. Like, I called my sister yesterday just to talk. Nothing to talk about, just to hear the excitement in someone else's voice.
That's good. I enjoy
I think that's
talking
probably
on the
healthy.
phone.
I talk
But
to
it's
my
so
mom
sick.
because she doesn't text.
Yeah, I like talking to my mother.
Yeah,
on
I
the
talk
phone,
to my mom every day,
grandparents,
too.
people who live out of town. Those are the ones you want to.
Patricia, I call my daughter. Other than that, I have a mild panic attack, so not unless I must. So
See?
there's a sidebar to this. You know how you call and order a pizza, right? Or takeout or whatever. Now it's become so ubiquitous, this like online ordering service, that like people don't call to order pizzas anymore. They just do it online because they don't have to talk to another human being. I used to make fun of people who wouldn't call and order a pizza because ordering online takes forever.
It does.
And when you call, it's like it's a 90-second conversation. Hey, a large pepperoni with cheese and a side of marinara. I'll be there in 15.
They're like,
That's it.
"Oh, Mr. Gurkey, is that you?"
Yeah. Again? Same order as yesterday. Got it.
Big party. I got a big party over there. He's all by himself. He's like, hey, guys, did you want a large too? Yeah.
That's the way to do it. The two larges. It's too good of a deal. I can't pass it up.
Good.
Yeah. And cold pizza.
Everybody says they want an extra one. Okay.
$11 at Taco Bell for you and the family. That's a pretty good deal. Yeah, me and the fam are going to eat really well tonight. Definitely not just me sitting on my couch. No, but I used to make fun of people that wouldn't call and order a pizza because, like, come on, man, you can't talk on the phone for 90 seconds. Now I'm like, I'm not calling a pizza place. I'm just going to order it online. Like, I find myself dodging those social interactions.
Just because you can.
Yeah, it's easy.
I
so many
have a
things that can go
short list
wrong,
of people
too.
that I will pick up the phone and talk
Yeah.
to. It's
Well,
a
this
short
one makes
list.
me sad because we just said we all talk to our moms, right, or our parents or
Yeah.
something. Peggy said, I forget what my daughter's voices sound like because they're always texting.
Peggy, you can call us.
We might not
Well,
answer.
no, we
but
won't
you can
answer,
call.
Peggy.
I don't know the number.
And don't leave a voicemail
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
it's really important.
By
And
us,
don't you
I
dare
meant-
give me a thumbs up either,
I
Peggy.
meant Vanessa and I. We will talk to you on the phone.
You know another crazy
call
thing I've
us.
noticed? Like even setting up shoots or setting up things, people would text message instead. Or I've even set up a gig through Instagram DMs.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Or
like
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, instead of
For your
calling.
band? For the gig?
Yeah, for my gig.
She's a bassist, a
Yeah.
renowned bassist.
I just
Slap
It's
of the
wild that
bass.
nobody picks up the phone to do anything. You know?
Strung real
Everybody's
loose like
fine.
Primus, just boom, 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 boom.
Gotta hit that the
got
thumb.
it. Slap of the bass. You sound like Boris.
Bing.
Sorry, she's busy texting right now.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I had a story set up for 8 o'clock this morning, and they sent me an email saying that they had to cancel.
No.
So
Yeah.
again, like text messaging versus calling to say, hey, we're really sorry. We would love the free publicity, but we have to cancel last minute, which is really unfortunate because it's a really cool service, and that's all I'm going to say.
She's really
little
going
salty.
on about it.
I
yeah.
am because it's hard to get stories set up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
No, it is.
And turn the story for tomorrow morning so you guys can see it on Today in AZ. I try to do that every day.
Speaking of early mornings, you ever play that game? Because we all have early bedtimes on this shift. You ever play that game where you get a text that's right on the borderline at the time you might be asleep, and
Yeah.
you're
You're like, should I
do I
answer
have
it?
to respond to this?
Wait, first of all, and then I get upset because I'm like, people know we go to bed early,
Right.
so why are you texting at 10 o'clock at night when you
Yeah.
know that I'm already asleep?
Perfect
You know?
example. I texted my father the other day because I thought that he would be awake at 4:45 to get into work. I thought he went in about 6 o'clock. And I know he doesn't sleep well, so I texted him, hey, I'm going to be on doing a segment on XYZ. He goes, you know I'm asleep at 4:45, right? And
Got her.
I said, I'm sorry. Look, someone's calling. It's the guy.
probably
that-
Should we
Yeah,
answer it?
that-
Can we answer it?
I'm not going to
No,
answer.
Oh,
no.
that would have been fun.
No.
Yeah, definitely don't answer the phone. You've learned from this segment.
Yeah.
Don't ever answer the phone.
He said, you know I'm asleep at 4:45. And I said, keep that in mind when you guys are group texting me about the bowl game you pick 'em for ASU at 8 o'clock at night when I'm asleep. Please, please show the same courtesy. Excuse me.
This is cute. She's like, I
She's
really
gotta
gotta
go get
go.
the phone.
She's gotta
so
get it.
Bailey
When you gotta
says,
get it, you gotta get it.
Bailey said, I call my grandpa as often as possible. It makes his day, which makes my day that much better. You know, the funny thing is, too, when you're calling, like, your grandparents. I remember I used to talk to we call him Tata. I'd be like, Tata, how's your day? Like, yelling. And he's like, oh, good, Vanessa, good.
Because you can't hear?
Yeah, but it's like, you have to pick up the phone and call them. But wherever I'm at, people are probably like,
What are
in
you
the
yelling
heck
about?
is
That's
she
cute.
yelling?
Yeah.
You know?
That's
and then
awesome.
we would see him in person, and then he has his hearing aid on at this time. So we'd be like, Tata! And he's like, what? You
Those
know?
story people are probably watching her on air like, are you talking about me right now on television?
Well, who was it?
Well, it was the story.
Update. Update.
There's two people in charge of scheduling this particular story, and it seems that there's been a bit of a communication issue.
So you got to go.
Well, so I don't have to go, but Yeah, they're not like, going to have to wait for me because they canceled on me, so now they have to.
You got to cancel back.
Oh, we got this.
We're not
We
gonna
got
cancel
this
back.
right now.
Team 12 doesn't do that, but we'll be there.
Right.
So you want to tune into Today in
we're
AC
all
for
over
this
the
We
story
got
later on.
10,000 people watching. She ain't going to leave them.
I'm not leaving you guys.
This has actually been one of our better conversational topics. I appreciate every single one of you, especially the ones that have stuck around through this entire thing and us telling stories and screaming and yelling at each other. We've dropped all the segments from the show. In case you missed it, was going to be Vanessa at the dairy farm at Danzeisen. That's going to be online, though, right?
Yeah,
Sum
it
it
is
up for
online
us.
already. They
That's
tweeted it out
online.
as well.
We tweeted it. 12 News. You can go check out her dairy farming story. It's pretty cool stuff.
She milked the
Milking
cow.
cows.
With the,
Crazy.
what do they call that thing?
The valves. You put the valve on. I don't know
The
what
valves.
it's called.
Udders.
Oh, the udders.
Oh,
No,
the
but
udders.
the valve is what you put
You're
on
going to want
the
to check the
udders.
cow's valves to see if there's any milk coming out. Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier. You know, they have to milk those cows often because otherwise they feel sick. They get
Yeah, they're in
sick.
pain. Yeah.
Right, because
Yeah,
I know
so
there was
all
some
day long.
concern that the cows are mistreated, but actually they have
No,
to
they
milk the
have to,
cows
yeah.
for their own health.
We had a text this morning that the person was upset that the cow was standing in feces, and I'm like, it's an animal.
But it's its own.
Yeah, like I didn't.
Likely.
They're
I
at a
didn't poop on the
farm. They
floor.
take I mean, going over there, they love them.
What
They take
about?
very good
Is it
care
the
of them.
cattle in Japan that are fed like
The Wagyu.
treated like
The Wagyu beef, that's the
Yes,
finest beef
that are
in the
treated
world.
like
Oh,
royalty.
oh, don't even
so
get me
that
started.
So
Yeah.
that the meat is really good.
Oh, I got one. What is the most expensive cut of beef in the world?
I thought that it was
We've been
the
all over.
Wagyu.
Is it not?
That's a good answer. It's common drugstore beef jerky.
Get out.
By the pound, you add that stuff
That's
Oh,
up.
by
why
the
it's so
pound.
expensive.
Yeah.
Beef
It's most
jerky is
expensive.
expensive.
It costs more than a filet mignon.
So my old man makes, he has a dehydrator. He loves making jerky. It's his jam. I actually bought him a box of mixed jerky seasoning as part of his Christmas present. So he's not
Sweet.
watching. My dad doesn't know how to use Facebook.
Deer jerky or anything, or just a straight beef?
Beef sirloin, the finest cuts of meats. But that's the thing, is it gets super expensive because if you buy 10 pounds of sirloin, you're only going to get this much jerky. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Because
Yeah.
it dehydrates. So, yeah, you're right.
You
That's
can win
actually
that in a
great
bar
point.
bet. It's always a good
Oh,
one.
that is a good
It's the most
bar bet.
expensive
Bet you a cup of coffee.
Cut of beef jerky.
I love the smell of this candle. What you did for
It's
the
ambiance.
aromatics of this show,
Can we bring the
JQ?
lights down in
Yeah.
here, folks?
Oh my gosh, please
Oh,
don't.
I bet we can do a little
Yeah,
unplugged.
that would be great. Bring
Instead
the
of Camp
lights
Michael
down.
staring at us like, do I really need to go turn the lights off?
Please.
We do have to turn the lights off on the show. But we're going to have fun again tomorrow, 7:30, same time, same place on the 12 News Facebook page. Thank you to all of you joining the discussion. Hope you have a great day. Get your Christmas and holiday stuff done. And we'll see you back here same time tomorrow.